Today I'm going to discuss about transaction analysis concept, that is life positions. So when I tell some examples of life positions, I hope you can understand it better. That is, I'm okay and you're okay. So you would have heard about these statements like I'm okay, you're okay, I'm okay and you're not okay. These are all like bestsellers which came in from the transaction analysis concepts only. These are all like evidence-based concepts and most interesting concepts. And after listening to this video, you can understand like what is the life position you take in your life. So where are these life positions coming from? Again, it's from a childhood. As a child, how did you learn about your own self-worth? What is your assumptions about your own self-worth as well as worth of other people? See, as a child, according to Eric Berne, we make a lot of assumptions, okay, about people, about your own self. A lot of concepts develop about how you think about yourself, how you think about another person, how you take a look at this whole world. So based on these assumptions, we take different life positions. And as I always tell, interesting concepts on games and also about life scripts, everything actually talks about maintaining these life positions. So let me discuss about 4 life positions we have that will give you a clear-cut idea about what life positions you take. So you can just put in the comment box about the life positions you take, and I will also tell which is the ideal life positions and try to change to the ideal life position if you're in other 3 life positions you're not ideal. So let's talk about the first ideal position, first position which is the ideal position as well, that is I'm okay, you're okay. So people having this life positions do have a positive attitude towards themselves as well as towards other people. So they have a lot of confidence and also they have trust for another person. They look at world in a very positive perspectives, and they enjoy good interpersonal relationship also. And they are happy, energetic and successful people as well. And it's a very good ideal position to maintain. And next position we'll discuss about is I'm okay and you're not okay. So in this position, as the name goes, people are confident about themselves, but they have a negative attitude towards people, other people. So what kind of people develop this position? Looking back to their childhood, these are the people who are parented, by saying that, oh, you are the best and you know everything and you can never be wrong. So these kind of words have been said to these children. So they have this false sense of entitlement or power and feel superior. These are all like false sense of superiority. So they believe that they can never be wrong. They are always right and other people are to be blamed. So they can never take responsibility. They always do something wrong or something. It's not that they always do something wrong. If at all they do something wrong and if it does not come out in the way they actually wanted it to be, they immediately put the blame on other persons. Because they don't trust in other persons also. They believe that the world is not a very nice place to live in and so negative and people are actually not good. All these are the assumptions they do have very strongly. So these people do not basically trust others. So this itself very clearly shows that they suffer from interpersonal problems. So they cannot have a marital satisfaction also, or they do have a lot of conflicts in their corporate relationship as well. So it's better not to have this life position. So you'll have to also try to develop your trust towards another persons in your life and go towards the ideal position. I'm okay and you're okay. So what could be the third one? By now you would have guessed it, I believe. I'm not okay and you're okay. So this is like a more unfortunate position for your own self, because you may lose confidence or you may lack confidence in yourself, but you are going to trust other persons or you look up to other persons. You may admire another person. Oh, how can he be that great? And you often end up comparing yourself with other people. What kind of childhood experiences they might have had? Probably they would have got some cold prickles from their parents, like, can't you even tie that shoelace? Can't you even eat properly? You just don't do it if you can't do it. So these are some of the strokes they got it, like a negative strokes. So these life positions, after all, a byproduct of strokes or lack of strokes which we get from our parents, teachers or significant others in our lives. So all these things we would have gathered in our initial years of life, right, until our 5 or 7 years of age, and then we take this life positions believing that I'm not okay and you're okay. So they finally end up having this inferiority complex and they want a lot of reassurance from other people, approval from other people. So they are very sensitive. They are oversensitive people. So if you think you have this, you take this life position, what you have to do obviously is to develop your self-confidence and develop more trust towards your own abilities and have self-compassion. So to move towards a more ideal life position, that is I'm okay and you're okay. And lastly, the worst position people can ever take is I'm not okay, you're not okay. So they think world is a terrible place, and that's the worst thing that can happen to them because they don't believe in themselves rather than others also. If you're continuing to take this life position, this is where unfortunate things like suicide and homicide can also happen. But good news is not always people hold on to this position. Slowly they go on to the second position, that is I'm okay but you're not okay, because they can't handle this position at all. So they just go for blaming tendency and they start believing they are okay. So that at least is little fortunate, I would say, because holding on to this position is very, very threatening for another person as well as for the person himself or herself. So when hearing about these kind of life positions people could ever take, you must be knowing what is your position. It's not that this position we always hold on to. From situation to situation, from people to people, our positions can change. Probably in a professional relationship, you can take a position like I'm not okay but you're okay, and vice versa when it comes to family relationship, thinking that I'm okay and you're not okay. So whatever it may be, just again the same word, that is mindfulness. Be conscious, be aware, introspect about what kind of life positions you are taking among these four. If your answer is I'm okay, you're okay, well and good, great. And in this position people don't play games. I'm using this word quite often. Definitely I'll be talking about this in detail in my future videos which are lined up in the transaction analysis series. So in this series you'll be looking into even more interesting concepts which you can really relate to your original everyday lives actually. So here when I'm talking about this life position, you may be coming across a lot of bitter experiences because of having sticking to certain life positions. Especially when I say about the second life positions, I'm okay and you're not okay, you may have a lot of trust issues, and because of which relationship problems can occur. And because of the third position, you may become super sensitive. So just think and heighten your level of self-awareness so that you can start working towards taking a step aside and looking into your own situation as a third person and try to change your life position in a more conscious way. So all the best for that, and please do comment, please do share this video if you find it really useful and interesting, and also don't forget to like it, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you've not subscribed yet. So we'll again catch up in another interesting series of this transaction analysis. Until then, have a very nice day, take care, bye.